here we are. We made it. I'm Chris Vitale. Welcome to High Yanxiety. We got a good one for you today. Let me introduce you to my returning champion, the co-host of this show, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Pedro Lopez is here. What's up, baby?
So, y'all, what's going on? What's going on?
How
y'all
you
feeling
doing?
This ugly ass Saturday afternoon.
I don't know.
Very
It's
rainy.
afternoon out here, so I
Rainy
don't
over
know.
here. It's rainy over here.
It could be worse. We got a guest today, so I think that's going to be fun. Let's bring in. You can't hold him. Can't hold him. Just
Can't
so you
hold
know.
him at all. No.
Can't hold him.
No. Can't
My
do
buddy
it.
JC's here. What's up, baby?
Yo, what's going on? What's up?
How you fellas doing today?
Well, JC, what's going on, man?
What's good, Brody? Chilling, man. Doing well.
Good. You
Yeah.
feeling good? You looking good? Looking good?
Hanging in there, doing all right, little by little. Yeah.
Hey, that's all you can ask, brother.
That's
all
right.
You can ask. So listen, before we get started, I want to say a little shout out to our guy Spencer, the Hat Man himself, who was going through some health shit and some serious stuff, and our prayers are with him. Just in case you're listening, Spencer, we're thinking of you. That's all. And now we get to do our bitch session because. I know. Luckily for us, we couldn't see the game today. I guess I listened to some on the radio, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who won or lost. I'm assuming we lost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It was 10-7, 10-7. But Nestor had a bad day, man. He had a bad day. Gave up. I mean, they took him out in the second or third, and then they just put him back in, and he didn't get much better. So I want to ask you guys. I personally think it's way too early to freak out about this shit. That's just me because it's spring training. Maybe he's working on shit, whatever. But I want to get your opinions on this. Dro, is it too early to worry about Nestor Cortez Jr.?
Incredibly too early. Incredibly too early. It's spring training, man. You don't know. We don't know what they're working up on out there. Some pitchers want to work on their fastball, they're breaking stuff. They don't have an actual game plan against these guys that they're going to see in the regular season anyway. I wouldn't put too much stock in it. Just people working on their stuff. And you know what? Let's not pretend like he's not down, like due for a clunker at some point in the summer. Every pitch is due for a clunker. So,
Even Cole has shit. Yeah, I mean it happens.
Yeah, he's not immune to it either. So I mean, I wouldn't put too much into it. What, an inning, 2/3, 5 hits, 5 earned. That happens.
He didn't have it today.
Hey, man, the hitters get paid to play too.
Yeah, exactly. Some days the batters just some days they beat you. JC, what do you think about this? Everybody loves freaking out and overreacting about this shit early. It's too soon, right? Or or do we need to worry about this shit?
Nah, I posted we needed another starter, but I think it's too soon. It's like he got beat by one guy. 2 triples to Byron Buxton and a home run. So it was like kind of one guy. He gave up hits here and there to other people. So I think he's fine. I think we don't know what they're doing. Is he working on certain pitches today? Did they tell him just throw this, just throw that? Figure things out.
Exactly.
Elevate. Find your locations. We have no idea. They don't tell us this. So it's spring training. Now, if he starts off 0-3 and his ERA is like crazy, then you start getting a little worried. But
it's okay to worry. It's okay to worry in April.
Yeah.
But March 9th, come on.
March 9th. It don't even count.
Yeah, it don't count.
But that's also it. It's they took him out with 2 outs in I think the second inning today. I'm not positive about that because I was
they go through pitch counts. They want
but they put him back in. Put him back in.
Yeah, but
so
just
nobody gives a shit. He's working on something.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs to calm the fuck down. Personally, that's just me. Do the Yankees need another starter though? JC, you just said they do. I agree with you. I believe they should go get somebody. I kind of wish Cashman didn't piss off Montgomery because, as Dro and I had said in the last show, he's like a Camry on Valium. It's like he'll put you to sleep, but he's fucking reliable.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not a Snell guy. Dro's a Snell guy. I don't know. So JC, break the tie here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you know, NL Cy Young, you got to get that, man. You know, it's a shiny toy. You get it, but
He had two.
TS2, but you know, everybody's worried about his innings. They're worried if he,
Yeah.
because we're notoriously known for burning the bullpen. We don't want to
by
do that.
July.
Right, by July, it's like bullpen. We've been dealing with this for how many years now? But I don't know. You put him with Matt Blake, who knows what could happen, man?
I mean, I don't think Matt Blake is going to make him all of a sudden just pitch the location. He might make him throw harder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what Blake does. Blake's great. I mean, that Blake's thing is the bullpen. You know, I mean, look, he can just grab guys from the scrap heap and the bullpen's great. All of a sudden,
Right.
you know, I'm like, never heard of this guy. All of a sudden, he's throwing 102, and it's and he's good for a year. I mean, granted, they blow their friggin' arms out.
Yeah.
But Joe, what do you think about this? And another starter, is there something? Is it via trade? Is there somebody out there that they could just freaking get? And what do you think?
What you see is what you get right now. I don't think they're going to add any more pieces to it. I mean, they got Luke Weaver as their number 6. They got a couple other guys. They got Will Warren is probably beater going to be there. Listen, don't expect anything to come through the pipeline via trade until like July. I wouldn't expect that. I think what they got right now is what we're going to get. Like they gave up a lot of depth in that Juan Soto trade, but they got guys that could cover those innings right now. But I wouldn't expect anything to go down now via trade. The Blake Snell thing might be an interesting thing. I don't think we're in on that, by the way. Just
I don't
put
either.
it out there.
I don't either.
But I mean, I think it'll be interesting that I'm not sure when they get to drop that designation for that draft pick that comes with signing them. I think after the season starts, I think that's when that drops. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't sign until after that's dropped.
Somebody put out today that he's like, I don't know, maybe it was Heyman, which is obviously Boris's freaking mouthpiece. So we know. I mean, somebody said he's really close to signing with the Angels.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Is he close? I heard he was very interested.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, because you know what? Freaking Artie Moreno is probably he's got the biggest fucking offer on the table. Let's be honest. I mean, like, and remember, Joe, I said last week or whatever, I was like, he's a West Coast guy, and that's and you asked what it meant, and I said it's just because he likes to smoke a shitload of weed, which is true. I mean, look at the guy.
Smoke that shit over here.
Hey man,
smoke that shit over here.
Yeah, look. Having moved from New York City to California in recent years, I will say, weed's a little better. So I mean, I'll give him that.
I will not contest.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But in any case, so all right, so you guys think, JC, this is the rotation that's going into the season, right? I mean, this is
this is it. I think they're not going to do anything to the deadline unless God forbid some crazy injury. But I think even then they're just going to plug and play as it goes. You got Gil, Weaver, one of the new kids, Warren or something like that.
Warren.
Beater, yeah. So I think this is it.
To see Beater. Yeah, no, yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I'm curious to see Beater. I was down in Florida last week. Went to visit my mother. It was wonderful. And then went to a couple spring training games. One got fucking rained out, of course, because that's my luck. So I got to see one game, and that was Yankees Marlins. And it was a weird Yankees team, because it was a road game for the Yankees.
Was that the tie? The tie or the 1-0 Which one was that?
No, Yankees won.
Okay, that's the one.
And it was at that Roger Dean Stadium.
Yeah.
In Jupiter. Good game. And it was cool. I mean, Volpe led off. Glaber was there. Spencer Jones was there. I was waiting for him to crush one, but the guy wouldn't throw him a strike to save his life. But Austin Wells was there. But I mean, aside from that, then it was like guys like Oswaldo Cabrera, etc. It was fun. It was good seeing the kids, but I didn't really get to see a lot of pitchers. Clark Schmidt actually looked really good, and that's scary. If Clark Schmidt is the third best freaking guy in this rotation, Isn't that a little fucking scary? Because I mean, look, Stroman's look great. I can't complain about him. He unblocked me, thank you. But I mean, it's he's looked good, man.
Yeah, he looks good.
Great
really
last
has.
night.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday. He
Yeah, was
looked
it
great yesterday.
4 innings, no hit, Bo? Yeah.
I'll take that. You'll take
I'll
that.
take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take it every
Absolutely.
day. And so now has he kind of forced his way into the number 2 slot in this rotation?
I don't think he can. I don't think nobody forces their way into a slot at this time. But they're set. It's going to be. Yeah, I mean they already told him he's going to be the
opening day starter.
The home opening day starter. I mean,
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
going to be Cole.
I didn't know that actually.
Stroman. That's how I knew we were definitely out on the snub business for sure.
Yeah.
Like once you put that information out there to be made public, that's it. That's it's a dub.
I mean, I'm curious to see what Snell has. I mean, and again, Rodon is the question mark, right? I mean, what the hell are we?
Man, he's the biggest.
I mean, he's been getting
question
shelled
mark
in freaking spring training, but again, it's spring
I
training.
don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about
I know, but what do you do? I mean, like, do you? How
I mean-
do you? When do you panic about Rodon? Dro, I'll ask you because I mean, like, I told you, I was in Kansas City for the worst fucking Yankee game I've ever seen in my life last year. Game
I'm happy.
161,
I'm happy I declined
where he
that
gave up
invitation.
10 fucking runs
Yeah,
without getting it out.
At least the barbecue
I
was
mean-
good, right?
Oh, it was wonderful.
there
I
you
walked
go,
around the
man.
stadium. I saw George Brett in a hologram box.
He was checked out
It
by
was
then, bro.
fucking awesome.
Big
But he was,
checked out.
that's when he turned his
Big
back
checked
on
out.
Matt Blake.
Yeah, he was checked
It
out.
was like,
Come on.
he was pissed at Blake. He's like, fuck off. He turns his back on him.
I mean, nobody still wants to get embarrassed like that.
Yeah, of course not. Especially to the Royals.
Kids,
Yeah.
No, I know. In the last game of the season,
Yeah,
it's it's bad.
Not a good look, my guy.
So, but then when do we panic about him?
It's
Are we
imperative
allowed
that
to
he
still
gets
panic
It's
now?
imperative he gets to start off on the right foot. It's crucial.
Yeah.
that he
He's
starts
huge
off on the right.
for this rotation.
He's the most important. I think he's an important piece.
He's the
Yeah,
biggest
I
wild
agree.
card in this whole team. He pitches the way he's capable of back in 21 and 22.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a different level team. We're talking about a different kind of team now. If he just sticks.
And that's what
to
we
that.
expected when we signed him.
Well, that's why they
Yeah,
signed him.
that's
and
why they
signed him
signed
to that contract. And it's funny. I mean, Drew, I was telling you, JC, I was talking to Jeff Nelson on a different show the other day, and and he brought up a great point. He's like, look, Rodon is that kind of guy who you don't see it a lot, but he probably pitched hurt. And he signed this giant contract. He wanted to go out there. He wanted to give the team something.
Right.
Granted, he absolutely sucked. I mean, it's you can't put it another way. What do you have, like a 6.7?
Yeah, something like
ERA?
that. It was really bad.
I mean, it was not good. It was not good. So, I think he's got a lot to prove. I think he's got that bulldog mentality.
That's what I
think
like
he'll be
about
all
him.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think he just wants to. I mean, he's again. I don't put too much stock into spring training, but after the way the year went for Rodon last year, I think. I mean, he's going to be huge. Like Dro said, to your point, Dro, he's going to be a big fucking piece of this rotation.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the difference from being a one and done in the playoffs to a World Series juggernaut.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's the gap right there between
Right,
him being what he was and what he can be. It's a different world, completely different world.
And just think about it, if they make the playoffs and this guy pitches like a gem just in one game of the playoffs, and he gets, he's gonna get pumped up. He strikes somebody out. It's like the sixth inning.
He has that dog in there.
The crowd is gonna go crazy. We're all gonna go crazy. I'm telling you, we're gonna notice it.
Him and Stroman both got that
Yes,
dog.
yes.
Yeah.
And
No
then
reason
Cole,
to
and then
do it.
with Cole as a psycho, as an ace, like those three guys could potentially like if fire you up.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's all you really.
09 vibes.
It could
09
end up
vibes.
being just
09
them
vibes, yeah.
Yep.
It
But
could
I
just
mean,
be end
that's
up-
all you. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
It could just end up being those three as your playoff rotation if they don't add anybody
that's all you need.
significant, of
Yeah.
course.
And
That's all. And that's all you need. You can have Nestor be the long guy
Right.
if you need B,
Mhm.
or back in the just in case you get those extra long games, those extra inning games, 13 inning games. You got that in your back pocket. I mean, it could be a
imagine bringing
thing.
him out in the 10th. That's just screwing up timing and everything.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. I don't mind Nestor in the bullpen, by the way. I really don't. I think, and I mean, if he keeps pitching like he pitched today, he's going to wind up in a fucking bullpen. But, um, it's speaking of the bullpen. I just want to ask you guys how confident are you guys in Clay Holmes?
That's my closer.
Yeah,
I ain't really worried about him.
I'm not
He's a
worried
sinker
about
ball
him,
pitcher.
and I've seen him. He's looking really good in spring, and I think
good.
the sinker ball looks great, and I think he's gonna get a lot of ground ball outs. He's gonna those home runs or whatever he was giving up last year. When he was in the bed. My only concern is his control. When he starts walking people, he gets a little
That's the thing.
iffy.
That's the concern.
That's about it.
I'm not worried about a sinker ball going down the middle and then he hangs it, or right in somebody's sweet spot. I'm more worried about ball one, ball two, ball three. The very predictable walk that Chapman used to do. That you just knew coming out the bullpen. He was like, I go to a lot of games. When I used to see Chapman come to that bullpen and he's warming up, bro, what they don't show you when you're on TV, when you're watching at home, is those warm-up pitches. And I saw those warm-up pitches, a lot of them, and bro, they told me everything I need to know about what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You could have put money up in that game on those kind of days. Hey, my man's about to shit himself right now.
Dude, he would come in, and I swear to God, I start sweating worse than he did. Some of those games, brother. I was just, I'm like, I'm sweating sweating bullets, like him on a cold October night for whatever reason. But I'm fine with Holmes. I know I've been seeing people bitching and moaning that the Yankees didn't sign Hader. Get the hell out of here! You're gonna give some guy $100-something million?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't mind those kind of signings back in the George Steinbrenner days because he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. He didn't care, right?
Exactly.
But if you're gonna end up giving a fuck about a budget and you care about the budget, now I care about how you allocate those funds.
Right.
Yeah.
And you cannot allocate those funds to a closer when we can get Manuel, who's making our chopped cheese in the bodega.
Like they did with Wandy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
they find guys and they make them good.
We find these guys,
and
that
is
what we just did. Like we don't
absolutely
need to pay somebody $100 million to do that.
Yeah,
no, especially when you got to concentrate.
We got McDonald's at home, bro.
Exactly.
We got a lot of focus next year with Soto. Forget all that $100 million going.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't allocate that kind of money when
so that's a strength.
I'm sorry. If you're the Yankees, you do not give up that kind of pitching depth. If you don't expect to sign Soto long term, it's just it's gonna happen. And I love the fact that the Mets fans are all they get their panties in a fucking bunch, and they're going, we got no, you don't. Come on, Jesus Christ, you can't even sign Pete Alonso.
Listen,
you're gonna worry about fucking Juan Soto?
That's a different story.
If they don't sign Soto or Alonso next year,
they're fucked. Oof. Sorry, Mets fans.
Alonso's
really
a different conversation. If they don't sign Alonso, it's not because Alonso didn't want to sign.
It's gonna suck when he's playing first base for the fucking Yankees.
He plays first base. Period. That's his big issue. That's why he signed with Ball. You know why he signed with Boris? Because he's gonna have to try to get top dollar. Because he needs the writing's on the wall. You don't give those guys big money anymore, like you did back in the day with Ryan Howard and Mark Teixeira. You don't give first baseman that money anymore. So he's trying to get every last dollar.
Yeah, this guy could turn into Chris Davis at the end of his career.
Oh my God, yeah.
Low key.
Either Chris Davis, to be honest. That can go A's Chris Davis or Chris Davis.
Or Chris Davis.
That can go either way.
Orioles money, Chris Davis.
Oof. I mean, I think are they still paying the
word on the street is they're still paying him.
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, God, remember? Wasn't there a bar in Baltimore that was like it was like everything's free until he until he hits a fucking home run or something.
Oh my God, they went out of business.
They went out. Yeah, of course. Had to have.
They're not there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
He stopped doing. He stopped doing what he was doing.
Not the best promotion in the world. No. Well, listen, guys, let's talk a little bit about because as Yankee fans, we're starting to get used to the injuries. Peraza, Oswald Peraza. We find out today he's out for 2 months. Shoulder strain. I feel bad for the kid. I don't know if he was actually going to make the roster or not. I feel bad for the kid though. It's a shitty time to go down for 2 months because even after he rehabs and plays in Tampa, whatever, extended spring training, whatever it is. Um, I don't know. I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know if he's going to be on the big team this year. Uh, that said, who's the utility guy for the Yankees this year? Dro, I'll start with you.
That player might not be on the team right now. Like I think they've been looking for that guy, right? They've been trying to get at Kike Hernandez. That didn't go well.
That would have been a good
Ahmed
move.
That
Rosario
would have been
too.
a Ahmed
Also a
Rosario.
good
That
move.
that guy might not be. Most likely is not on this roster yet. That's what I think.
Well,
Right
JD
for
Davis
right
just got
this
waived today.
second.
Hmm.
He might be that dude.
Mhm.
But right now, do you really see Oswaldo Cabrera being that guy? The Yankees don't want
Absolutely not.
Oswaldo
No,
Cabrera to
No,
be
no.
it.
no.
So
Yeah,
I think it's
he's not the answer at that spot.
even.
Utility spot.
But check this out. Even with Peraza, before Peraza got hurt, I don't think the Yankees want him to be that guy either, too,
Yeah.
because they were looking at TK before all of this. Before all of this,
Well,
even we heard of it.
yeah, but I mean,
At
the
least
thing is, I
before
mean,
we heard of it.
if you can get
But
Kike Hernandez, who would you rather have? Kike Hernandez, who's a proven veteran, he can play in a big market, he can hit, he wears a
well,
fucking banana, he wears a banana costume in the goddamn dugout.
Yeah.
He's a
that's all well
character.
and good.
I
But if
know, but
you think
I mean,
Peraza could do
you
that,
know
then
what
you
you're
don't.
getting. But Peraza can't hit. That's the
And that's
thing.
what the
He's kind
Yankees
of
are
like
telling us in
he's a
between the
quadruple
lines.
A
They were
guy.
looking.
Yeah.
That's how they feel about Peraza before the injury.
Yeah,
That,
I
that if that's how
they
they
like
feel
his
about him
glove.
before the injury,
Yeah,
then his spot on the roster was in question already. That's
yeah.
what that means.
No,
It was already
I
in
agree.
question.
Yeah.
I agree with you. JC, what do you think about this Peraza thing? And if you have any ideas of who the hell is going to be the utility guy for the
I mean,
Yankees, I'd love to hear it.
I feel for the kid. It's tough. Because
Of
we has
course.
everybody. We felt that he has so much potential. Everybody held him as a high prospect. We I forgot who got hurt last year, and everybody was like excited for him to play. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of agree with Joe. I don't think it's somebody on the team. I don't think it's Jeter Downs. I don't see any of these other
Hell
guys.
no.
I don't.
Can't be Jeter Dales.
No, I don't see any of
Hell
these other
no,
guys filling
bro.
these positions. That a
What about this
utility.
Vivas guy?
I think he's too young.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think he's. I mean, he looks good, but I haven't seen any. They haven't really been giving him more at bats. Like I'm seeing guys like Van Meter get a lot of at bats,
Yeah,
and
me
you know what I
too.
mean. Odd at bats for me because I know that guy's not gonna make the roster. So
No,
yeah, so
no.
I don't know.
It would take an absolute shitstorm for Van Meter to make the
Yeah,
roster. That's for sure.
Guy's not on
You
the
know,
team yet.
yeah, that's what.
I, I
Unless Vivas takes off.
I can't imagine who else is going to make is going to break camp with them if they need a utility infield guy. I mean, because they
Yeah,
don't have one. And as much as everyone loves, fans like Oswaldo Cabrera, nice guy, et cetera, et cetera,
He's not getting it done. He ain't getting it done.
he's not the guy.
no,
Come on, he's not the guy. Um, in any case, speaking of the infield, it's been obvious that the Yankees are trying to get Anthony Volpe. Say it, Joe.
MAGA boy.
Mago.
There it is. So it's been obvious. Sorry.
Shouts to MAGA boy.
Yeah, all the time,
Big shouts.
Had
all
to
the
happen.
time,
Had to
bro.
happen. It's apparent that the Yankees are trying to get him to take over the leadoff spot, which makes perfect sense to me. If he can get on base more, get back to his minor league kind of on base percentage where he wasn't swinging off of his ass, trying to hit home runs all the time. He's the prototypical leadoff guy,
Hell
right?
yeah.
He's going to steal bases. He'll make contact. He'll get on base. Obviously, last year was. I had read a couple things that they had tried and kind of, Dylan Lawson and those idiots. They were trying to get him to, get the ball in the air more, launch angle.
That's why his swing was so long.
Yeah, and he struck out a shitload. I think now if you noticed, JC and Joe, if you noticed, everything I've seen, he's swinging on a more level path. He's back to his swing. And it's kind of what happened after Austin Wells and the chicken parm. So Do you see him as a leadoff hitter? Because me personally, I'd rather have him leading off than friggin' DJ LeMahieu.
No question.
He's got fucking cement shoes on. It's like an episode of The Sopranos.
Yeah, for a combination of a guy that hits on the ground all the time and he can't run, that's a terrible.
It's terrible. Yeah.
I mean, Volpe could beat those out. So,
well, with Volpe too, like you, like, all right, if he gets on base,
as fast as I thought he was either. By the way.
Yeah, right. If he gets on base, he's gonna throw the pitcher off because he can steal bases. So the pitcher's gonna be fucked up. And look who's behind Volpe, Juan Soto. Yeah. So like, are you gonna focus on Soto? You're gonna focus on Volpe stealing bases. Volpe steals second. Soto's hits a double or whatever. I mean, he can really distract pitchers. And
you know what could rub off of him, Juan Soto. I think what we don't talk about with Juan Soto is the kind of he can inspire a whole lineup to go out, to go through their at bats a little differently. Like a guy like Anthony Volpe, like you guys want him to be the leadoff guy, right? Yeah. Well, in order for him to be the leadoff guy, he can't just get on base 30% of the time, 29% of the time, like he was doing a year ago. He needs to learn how to control the zone and know how to work the count and get on base in different ways, not just hitting. Because then if you put him on the top of that lineup, yes, you got Juan Soto behind you. You got a little bit more strikes to see, and more pitches to see that you could actually do something with. Yeah. But also, just like I need to see him get on base more. And with Juan Soto being behind him, you can see his approach. You know, hopefully that rubs off the kid, and then he could be the guy that you want him to be.
Yeah. JC, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think he should be leadoff, but I think he's got to earn it. He's got to work on it. He's got to get on base. You can't, you can't start off one out, Soto there. If let's say even 54% of the time, whatever, something logical. He's on first. You got to throw to Juan Soto. After Juan Soto, you got to throw to Judge. Yeah. And then if Rizzo, he's looking great right now. You really have to pitch around people differently. And then if this kid's on first or second or wherever he's at, you got to pay attention to him. Yeah. So a pitcher's mind is going to be fucked up. Do I focus on this guy or just do I throw pitches to this dude? Now he steals. Then what? Now I got to approach different because now he's on second. And
automatically in scoring position.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you have Soto who can put the ball, gap to gap or just torch one. Right. And like you said, then you got Judge. Then after Judge, Rizzo, okay, and I think he'll be, if his brains aren't scrambled anymore, he's going to be good.
Right.
And then, then you got Glaber, who contract year. I'm always in for guys in a contract year.
I think he's going to have a great season. I really do.
I do too. I do too. I really think he's gonna push the Yankees to sign him long term. Yeah, that's just what I'm seeing.
He said he'll even take a cut. He said he'll take a pay cut.
Because right now I don't see it.
He loves it there.
Yeah, he'll take less money, he said.
I mean, if he just gets back to hitting gap to gap, man, just stop swinging off your ass.
Yeah.
Home runs come. The home runs come.
Just get back to the doubles. Yeah, get back to the doubles, extra base hits. Absolutely.
That's the kind of hitter he is, and he just needs to get back that. And then the wild card. Then you got Giancarlo Stanton. So
anything's a bonus.
Yeah,
I don't know
anything is a bonus. You're right. If he could give you. If he can maybe limit the strikeouts or the double plays, that's all I care about. I don't even give a shit if he pops it up. Just the double plays are what kills me. When I see him, it's always double plays, and that's what worries me about him. Like, come on, bro, just elevate it. Get the sack fly. You're gonna be in a position to get a lot of sack flies potentially. Yeah. Just hit, do that.
Totally agree with you.
Bonus. Straight bonus.
And it's just but then and then you get. The younger guy like in Austin Wells in a lineup. He's got pop, man. So I mean, if he's at the bottom of the lineup, I think he could. I think he's a better option than Jose Trevino. Just
dude, he already won that job, man. That job's already won, baby.
You see how he's even framing much better. He looks great.
That's bad.
He hit a home run. Did he even hit a two-run home run today? Right?
Yeah, I heard he hit a home run today.
Yeah.
So and he hit one the other day.
And I mean, he's catching Cole now. So
that's not. I'm telling you, man, that job's his. It's like what I mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah,
that it was his job to lose.
Exactly.
He ain't losing it.
And Trevino, and I like Trevino. Don't get me wrong, but he's a backup. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a great
Yeah,
backup.
and
That's a great
fine.
backup. That's a better backup
Great
than
backup.
than having Higgy strike out so much double
We got a
plays. You know,
platinum glove
Absolutely.
catcher
Yeah.
and coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I don't want to
That's
see
the
Roy
beautiful
Vert.
thing.
I know we're gonna have to see Roy Vert
Well,
until
he's
this guy's
gone.
healthy.
No, he's gone, isn't
I've
he?
never heard of
He has no options, right?
Bro, he has no
Uh,
options. He's done.
So he's out.
Finished.
He's out.
Would he?
Roy Vett,
Would
he's
he?
gone.
Would he be the
He's
backup
out.
until this guy gets healthy? Who's the backup until
Look,
Is Trevino still?
Trevino, no, he's already started. He's gonna play.
Oh,
this
so
week.
great. Yeah. So see
So
you.
Roy
fine.
Vett's
See you, Ben.
seeing hell, Ben Roy.
Yeah.
Vett.
See
And
you, Ben.
it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that he's gotten a lot of talk in on Twitter. So I'm like,
Ben
why
Roy
are
Vett?
people talking? Yes, like why are we talking about the third string catcher so much?
Yeah,
You ever
see
see
you
him
He's
in a
out of
tight
options.
shirt? He
He's out of
looks
options.
good in a
Give a
tight
shit.
shirt. Let's be honest.
See you
That's
later,
what it
man.
is. He wears the tight shirts. He's fucking
People
gigantic.
can still Google.
That's the
okay.
first thing people
Yeah.
posted when we got that trade. We
Yeah.
made that bullshit trade.
I know.
Which when is it? It's coming up in a few days, right? March 13th.
Oh God.
D-Day.
Why would
telling
you
you.
even remind me
Yeah.
of that fucking trade?
It's coming up 4 more days. The worst trade ever. This dude, everybody
Oh.
just started like even when we got Dietrich, everybody's posting pictures of muscles. Like that doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
mean these guys are gonna come and kill
He
it.
stinks. I mean,
Yeah.
he still stinks. I
Yeah.
mean,
You gotta hit
look,
the ball first, guys.
You gotta hit the ball
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
You have all the muscles
Roy
in the
Vett-
world. You gotta hit the ball.
Exactly. And the thing is, with Roy Vett, what was it the other day? I mean, when the Yankees played the Mets, the spring training game.
He couldn't find the ball.
No, I mean they lost. The Yankees lost
Because of
the
that.
guy couldn't catch
Yeah.
the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Scored 2 runs off that one thing. He's like looking around.
That's
and
exactly
Boone is on
it.
TV, like, yo, it's right there.
I was watching that shit. I was watching that in an airport bar in Dallas. Or no, West Palm Beach. It was before I got to Dallas. I got stuck there. And I'm sitting there, and of course, everybody at the airport bar is from Jersey or New York. And so we're sitting there, there's a couple Mets fans and, a couple Yankees fans. And, we're all sitting there watching the Yankees Mets, and we're all pissed that we're not at the game. We're like, fuck, we could be up the road at the game. And everybody's yelling about Ben Royfett, how much he sucks. Even the Mets fans. The Mets fans are like, that's your catcher. Like, no, it's not, dude.
It's not.
We got
It's not
Austin
catcher.
Wells. Who's your fucking catcher? Alvarez could be good.
Could be good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
I think
He could be
that
good.
kid's
I think he's going to be a stud. I do think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
On his
So-
way.
yeah.
But, I mean, come on. Ben Royfett's not the starter.
He's not even the backup,
No.
man.
Not even the back.
He's not even the
He's
backup.
the
And he's got
2023 guy. You know what we think about those 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
There was,
Those are the
I-
replacements.
See you later.
yeah.
See you later.
I'm half on the fence about whether Brian Cashman was just drunk off his ass or was sleeping outside for 3 days when he made that trade. Like, what
He
the hell
definitely
was
had
that?
frostbite when he made that trade, bro.
Was that? It was frostbite of the fucking brain. Is
And the
what it
brain,
was.
yeah. He had brain freeze.
Dude,
Not
I
his
saw
best.
him. I saw him in Jupiter. I saw him walk by in Jupiter, and I was standing there. I was online. I got a beer, and all of a sudden we see he walks by like this. He's not a big man. I
No,
did
he's a
not
little dude.
realize. Yeah,
The short guy.
And-
Yeah.
yeah, and which is good for us. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. So but I see him walk by. I'm like, holy shit, that's Brian Cashman. Guy in front of me in the beer line is like, should I go fucking tackle him? And I'm like, be my guest, dude.
Yeah. Take it easy, pal.
But let me hit record.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, hey, listen. I mean, I think he's done a good enough job. I think he's done well this offseason. I think he's addressed. You can't say he had a bad offseason when you get Juan Soto.
No.
I mean, you just can't.
Listen, the team is good enough. to make
Stroman's
playoffs.
turning into a really good
Yeah.
addition.
I just like
He's not-
Strowman's
he's gonna
energy.
He's gonna get a lot of talk in the summer.
Yeah.
He's not getting it right now. He's gonna get
Yeah.
a lot of talk,
Yeah.
and I hope he gets his flowers in October.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing, right?
And the stadium's gonna be
That's
fired
all
up
that
because
matters.
he talks shit. He's gonna pump his,
Mhm.
he's gonna hit the glove. He's gonna
Every reason
Yo.
you hated him
Yeah.
when he was on your team, you will love
Yeah.
when he's on you.
Yeah, look, I always said, I was like, look, if I could learn to like Roger Clemens, I could
Yeah.
definitely love to learn, love Marcus Stroman. So, I think it'll be
And he's a
it's
Yankee
going to be
fan.
interesting.
Let's be real. He's a Yankee fan.
big
You
time.
kind of have to love that. I mean,
Remember-
I've never seen a guy smile more in spring training about
Dude,
having the pinstripes on.
He was the rebellious.
I don't think I've
He
ever
was the
seen it.
rebellious teenager that wanted more love and affection from his
That's
parents.
it. That's all it
You
was.
said this
That's
last week. Yeah,
all?
you said
That's
it.
all it
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just
Yeah.
hurt. Like when they said like
He was hurt.
Marcus Stroman isn't gonna make a difference on this team, he got hurt. So that's why he started
Yeah.
talking all this shit and then blocking fans and
Yeah.
going at a fan. It was just bitter, but now he's like, I'm over it, and I'm ready to make this team win.
I love it.
That's all you
I
need.
love it.
And then the
Yeah.
parents
I
put
mean,
some money in
I
his
never.
trust fund.
Yeah,
See?
that's it. Yeah.
There you go.
Now he's back.
Good.
Now he loves them again. You know.
Dude, my buddy, have you ever seen Marcus Stroman's father?
Yeah, he's jacked.
Nah, bro.
Holy
don't
shit,
think
he's
I've seen it.
gigantic.
Yeah.
My buddy,
Does he got big
dude,
ass teeth like you too? No.
No. He's got big ass muscles.
He's
Yeah.
enormous. Dude,
Yeah.
a buddy of mine called me. He's down in Tampa, and him and Ray Negron, they said they went out to dinner with Stroman's dad. And my buddy's like 60, you know, but he's insane. He was a corrections officer on Rikers for 20-something years. He was Hank Steinbrenner's best fucking friend, wrote a book about him, which is hilarious. And him and Ray Negron are down in Tampa just hanging out. And everybody loves Ray Negron because, you know, if you know the Yankees, you know the story of Ray Negron. So the three of them went out, and they said Stroman's dad like took him to like a gym or something like that. And my buddy's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's 60 years old. And he's
I've
like
seen
the
pictures.
biggest,
Dude is not. He's jacked,
he's
bro.
a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's actually hilarious. I don't know where that came from, but all right, real quick. Holy shit, it's been 35 minutes already. See how fast this goes. It's crazy.
It goes quick.
So fast.
All right, I want to go around, and I want everyone to mention three Yankees Hall of Fame snubs. I'm going to go Thurman Munson. I'm going to go Don Mattingly, of course. And I'm gonna go Willie fucking Randolph. I think those three guys should be in the Hall of Fame. That's just me. I think Willie's just I don't know what Willie said to piss everybody off, but I think Willie Randolph he was a good manager, he was a great bench coach, he was a great player, he's a great teammate. You never hear a bad word about Willie Randolph.
He's done everything there was to do on the
really is.
field.
And I would love to see him get another shot managing. And Mattingly goes without saying, and Munson, 10 years of greatness, best catcher, best stats of the actual 1970s. So those are my three. I'll go around the horn. Dro, 3 Yankees Hall of Fame snubs.
Can we choose some of the same players? Or do we?
Of course.
completely-
I mean, you know, there's
okay.
not that many. I mean, you're not going to say fucking Shelley
Yeah,
Duncan.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like,
Danny Tartable.
Danny fucking terrible.
Danny fucking Tartable was crazy.
Pat Kelly. Those 91 Yankees.
Jesus.
Mariano Duncan.
Mariano Duncan.
We play today. We win
We went
today.
today.
That's it,
That's
man.
it.
That's it. That's it.
No, I got
Okay,
Don
all right,
Mattingly.
go with 3.
Don Mattingly.
Of course. Mattingly's it's got to be.
For sure. Jorge Posada. I'm pissed off that he got like what was it, 1 year? He got less than 5% or something.
He got run off the ballot immediately.
I'm not saying he's a first ballot, second, third ballot Hall of Fame,
No.
but he's worth a
No.
look. He's worth a longer look after 1 year. He's definitely worth a look.
Our buddy
think
Not Guy
that's
Eddie
a
put a whole
bigger
thing
thing.
up with his stats. I mean, he deserves it. He actually Bill James, you know, the inventor of nerddom and analytics, he actually put out the other day, Posada should be in, and that's crazy.
Bro, he was one of the best hitting catchers of his time. Like
Switch hitter, peed on his hands.
switch
Switch hitting
power
catcher.
hitting catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
For
batting
a long
gloves,
time. No batting gloves. Pissed on his
peed
hands.
on his hands.
That's
Yeah.
the Hall of Famer right there. What do you mean? Like,
All right.
what
Well,
are
that's
we
only
gonna
2.
do?
That's only
But
2.
that's 2. Who the hell would be the third one?
Hideki
I'm just
Irabu.
The fat toad. What do you call him? Fat toad?
Rest in
Fat
peace,
pussy
by the way.
toad.
That's it.
I know
God
it's
rest-
so.
God
And then the
rest
poor
his
guy
soul.
kills
Oh, yeah.
himself. It's like, ooh. Yeah, that
I'm
didn't resonate
gonna
too
be
well.
super biased and just say Bernie Williams because fuck.
That's
that
a good
dude-
one though.
That man in his fucking prime put his 7 best years together, dog.
Yeah.
Check
he
that
didn't even
shit
get-
out.
Batting
really-
titles after batting titles. Like
The
Yeah.
best player in the entire Yankee dynasty run, by the way.
Most
Hands down.
consistent.
yeah.
As
Hands
well.
down.
Mhm.
Hands
You know,
down.
most
The best
consistent.
player.
And I
Doesn't
don't
get
understand
talked
why he didn't get more consideration. Honestly, I really don't. because it made no sense. I mean, they left him out of the core four and all that shit.
I think the core four shit was just it.
No, it was stupid. It was a
just
dumb
rhymes.
marketing ploy.
Yeah, it was a
It's
marketing.
over.
It was a marketing thing. They sold T-shirts,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
We all know.
rhymes.
We all know
Yeah.
Bernie's part of that.
Yeah.
You don't even have to explain that.
But Bernie, homegrown, fucking, straight from Puerto Rico, great fucking guitar player. Bernie
Birthday
Williams,
twin.
is he your birthday twin?
He's my birthday twin.
Not bad. All right, so those are your three. JC, I'm going to go to you. Your three Yankee snubs, and you can repeat, guys, but
Well, yeah, I'm
Give
gonna
me
repeat
why.
them. All right, so definitely Munson, my dad's favorite
Fuck yeah.
player, and
Yeah, baby.
that's the person that got me into the Yankees. So, I know everything about Munson just because all the talks growing up, and I know
baby.
my dad actually said he cried when the plane crash happened, like he
I
felt
believe
it
it.
because he loved him so
believe
much. So that was his favorite. I think for my dad's birthday, we obviously have the same birthday. I bought him like a big giant plaque when Munson signed, like
Oh,
like
wow.
one of the old home plates, and yeah, we have the same birthday. July 4th.
Really?
Yeah, July 4th.
You just I had no idea.
Also,
funny thing-
John,
too.
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
George Steinbrenner's birthday.
Yeah,
Also,
George
John
Steinbrenner's
Sterling.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
John
Josh
Sterling.
Sterling.
And our own Kevin
Yankee
Kernan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
July
that's
4th.
yeah.
Yeah.
Born on the 4th of July, baby.
That's right. Then
Random facts that we just know about.
crazy, right?
Love it.
Yeah. Number two, Donnie. That was like my first
Gotta be.
playoff game was '95 when he hit that home run.
Oh,
I'll never forget that.
you were at that game?
I was in the bleachers because my dad.
Oh.
I don't know. Dad always he always took me to the bleachers since 1991. And the funny thing is, like, we would go to the section where you can't bring alcohol, so they would
Oh, yeah.
sneak. Remember there was that
All
one
those,
section.
yeah,
where
all those bleacher
that-
sections.
Pops used to-
alcohol.
Pops used to bring in a 2-liter Sprite in a shopping bag, and they let it in, and it's full of vodka. And him and all these bleacher dudes. So we were there. I don't know. I think the home run flew maybe to the left or right. I don't remember where I was sitting exactly, but man, that's got
to the roof, baby.
I've been to that. I've been to Aaron Boone. I've been to 2 clinching championships. That's got to be the
Oh,
loudest
man.
I've ever heard the stadium.
Everyone that's been at that game, JC, everybody says like they thought that the upper deck was going to collapse at that.
I thought it was over. I thought they were gonna have to build a new stadium after that. It went nuts. It went nuts. Everybody went crazy. Beer was flying everywhere. Peanuts, shells and stuff. It was crazy. That was one of the best moments
The
of
Bronx
my
do, man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Bronx do.
amazing.
That's why I wish we
amazing.
could get back to that. We need that.
We're
again.
not gonna ever get.
I know we're not because we don't have that kind of fandom where it's like
It's a different
it's
time.
all the
And
fans now.
not,
young
not with
kids.
that mall. Not with that mall.
Nah, that shit is a cathedral, man. They selling sushi
Yeah.
and Benihanas
Yo,
and stuff.
Yeah.
My first
Yeah.
job. Did I tell you, Chris? That was my first job. Was at Old Yankee
Yes,
Stadium. My
you
very
did.
first job.
Yeah, I
As
knew
a
that.
16-year-old. Back in the 03, 04, 05. All
Oh,
those
it's
days against the Reds.
Walking up
Dude.
those long hallways and stuff.
Oh,
ramps,
those
the
ramps,
ramps, the
those
long
ramps,
ramps.
and
There was
everything
many
smelled
a
like
times that
Like
there was
piss
many
and
a times
beer.
the upper deck
like
needed-
piss and beer.
Smell
Exactly.
like piss and beer. Yeah.
popcorn, hot dogs. I swear to God, we're smelling hot dogs and popcorns from like that was fucking cooked in 1979 and shit.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like
that,
it just
that was the
permanently
tradition.
smells
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
They always say the mystique in the aura. It's just old hot dogs and piss.
Oh
and
yeah.
beer.
Just
That's
all
what
of
it is.
the
Yeah.
That's all it was.
For sure,
JC,
dude.
wait a minute.
Third
Wait a
one
minute.
more.
I need number 3.
Bernie Williams, favorite player of
Hey,
all time. I mean,
Is he really?
yeah, favorite player of all time. Absolutely. That's
Bernie
my guy,
Williams
man.
was that guy, man.
Yeah.
He's my guy too.
Yeah.
I love
jersey.
Bernie too.
Yeah,
And
man.
he's actually a really nice guy. I see him. He plays in Anaheim. I used to go to this music convention in Anaheim every year, and every year at the Marriott he does a show, and every year I see him at the bar and I buy him a Corona, and he's like the nicest fucking guy. And my idiot friend was with me last year, or not last year, one of the last couple years. And he's wearing a fucking Bernie Williams jersey. And I'm sitting there, I'm having a beer with Bernie, and I hear my idiot friend from across the room, Bernie Williams! And I'm like, oh, fuck. Bernie's like, you know that guy? I was like, never seen him before in my
No,
life.
no, never seen him in my life.
Yeah, they don't like that stuff. Like when you make it hot like that, like
No,
you bring too much
no,
attention to them. Like, low key say, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? That's it.
Yeah, it's like, he knows who he is.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't want the whole
Like,
bar
But
and
you
everybody
know,
knowing.
but
Yeah.
but the
Well,
funny
well,
thing
I mean,
about
the whole
that
bar
is
was
he's
there
the
to see
guy-
him play
he's the
guitar.
guy
But
that-
I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
it's like,
okay.
He's the guy.
You don't gotta
that we
do
were just
that.
Talking about
Yeah.
at Yankee Stadium, though. He's the type of fan that we miss from back in the day.
Well,
He was
exactly.
the one screaming Bernie
Yeah,
Williams from
yeah.
the bleachers.
That's true. And now you got guys screaming "fuck
You can't take
Altuve"
the
for no
Bronx
good
out of
reason.
him, man. No,
when
those
we're
are
not
the
even
kids.
playing them.
Those are
Makes
the
no
kids,
sense.
man. Those are the kids.
That's got to stop, right? I
That's
mean,
like
can
the
we all agree
18-year-olds.
on that? Can we
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
agree
of
that
course.
this year the fuck Altuve
Yeah.
thing needs to just
Yeah, everybody that
Like,
does it has an
I'm
anime
okay with
emoji
it.
on Twitter.
I'm only okay with it when he's in the building.
Yeah, when we
If
playing
In
them.
the
he's
building.
if he's
Fuck
at
that
bat,
guy.
totally
He's at
fine.
bat. Fuck him.
If he's at bat, fine.
He's not in
But I
the
mean, come
state,
on.
in the tri-state, in the Bronx, anywhere near here.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
dog.
Exactly. He's in fucking Oakland, and you're
We
saying
used to
fuck
make fun of
Altuve.
Red Sox fans for doing that.
Yeah, they play the
yes,
right. They play the
yes.
Mets. Yankees suck.
Yeah,
Yankees
the
suck. We got
Yankees suck
shit.
chants,
Yeah.
right?
Like, dog,
What
you
do
can't have it
what are we
both
doing?
ways.
Yeah, can't have it both ways.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, shit. It's been 45 minutes, fellas. We could sit here for hours, I'm sure.
Definitely.
Want to do it again next week?
Sounds good to me.
No, I want to be here.
Yeah,
I know you're going to be here. JC, if you're around, you
I
come
got nothing for
anytime.
time now, bro.
Well, I know. I know. Oh, that's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Well,
on the show.
Sheeran was going to jump in, but he's cooking.
Like
so,
spoken like a true Yankee
so he's
fan.
doing
He's on the
his thing.
shelf. He's on the IL. Yeah. That's how you know he's
We'll
the
get
real
it. We'll
one.
get into that shit next week because I am not a big fan of this Eric Cressy thing with everybody dropping like flies and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's something we'll save for next week because, opening day is coming. And by the way, Marlins Yankees, April 10th. I'm getting the tickets, so you guys come. I'm gonna be in town. It's my 50th birthday. I'm an old fuck.
Yeah.
So
I'll
all right,
be there.
ladies
Take the
and
shots.
gentlemen. Oh yeah, well, we might get a suite, but that's not cheap. So I don't know. If that's gonna happen.
They're not.
So, I was talking to one of the guys like,
We'll bring it in. We would do it like the old school, back in the day.
whatever. We'll
worry
hang out.
about that. We'll worry.
We will have an old school Yankee Stadium day.
Yeah.
In any case, I would like to thank Dro. Thank you, my co-host. JC, pleasure having you here. I mean, God,
Of course,
couldn't
man.
ask
Thank
two
you for
better
having me. I
guys.
appreciate it, man.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Please, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. I hate asking, but apparently that's what you have to do at the end of one of these
Boost them
things.
numbers up, baby.
Click it. Like.
Yeah, just hit it. Just be done with it. It makes us look better and
Simple, bro. It's a simple task.
it makes us feel good for doing this kind of shit.
Yeah.
But in any case, I'm gonna put the background music back on. Ladies and gentlemen, for Dro, for JC, I'm Chris Vitale. This has been High Yanxiety. Let's go Yankees, and we'll catch you next week. Sound good? Fellas?
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Everybody watching, thank you.
Later.
Adios.
Adios.
Let's go Yankees.
Sir.
How do I stop this fucking thing?
Keep bobbing my shoulders up.